Hello, my name is Esan. I'm part of the PerformanceX team here in Dublin, and I'm here to talk to you about our promotion for the travel industry. Um, Let me get the slides. So let's start with the challenge. As you know, there are more than 1 million apps in each app store, and more than 60% of these apps have never been downloaded. That means that your apps is competing with a lot of other apps, and if you want the right users to see your app, to download your app and to use it, you have to stand out, and that's where Google helps you do that. Google offer a really wide range of app solution, as my colleague Christian may have explained earlier this week. We allow you to reach users with different mindsets. They could be searching on the Google Play Store or on Google Search when they have a specific need. They could be engaged with apps, surfing the web, or watching engaging content on YouTube. And our solution allow you to reach your users at different steps and different times of the day. The Google inventory is very big. We are reaching more than 900 million unique devices per month across a lot of apps. Some apps are premium and more widespread. Some others are more niche. They could cater to specific needs that could relate to an interest for your app. The Google Display Networks also cover more than 2 million websites. These websites are also very diversified and allow you to reach users with different interests. Regarding the engagement side, as you know, YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world after Google.com. And we reach more than 1 billion unique users who watch more than 6 billion hours of video monthly, and more than 2 billion daily views are made on mobile. That means that a lot of users are using YouTube to watch content, and they're very engaged with the product. When you promote your app through the Google network with YouTube, you can reach users who are really engaged, really interested in the various categories, and that results in really engaged users who are going to use your app if they decide to click on the ad. Regarding intent, I'm going to deep dive later, but more than a quarter of users are using search to find apps. Obviously, if you're as a user, the first thing you will do if you have a need is to go on Google.com or to the Play Store if you have an Android device, and just look for the kind of app you're looking for. If you're a hotel chain, you might be looking for hotels in Spain, so you're just going to Google Hotel Spain, and you'll be able to find relevant results. And our product allows you to reach users while they're looking for a specific need. The Play Store is extremely big, and search is the biggest driver of app install. And by leveraging the power of user intent, you can reach users when they're actively looking for an app. We also have a lot of insights, such as keyword suggestions. That means that we can suggest a list of keywords related to your app, meaning that when users are going to make a search that is related to your app, they will see your ad on top of the other results, as you can see on the right-hand side. And we have seen that this delivers incredible results, because all the apps that you can see, all the ads that you can see are really targeted and really relevant. You can also get a lot of volume with AdMob, which is our display solution that comprise of apps and mobile websites. And you have a lot of different formats. So you can have the text ad formats, which are very simple to implement. But if you have specific creatives, whether they're static or interactive, if you have some animated GIFs, you can also implement them. And if you have a video, you can also put them on the ad, so user can watch the ad and then decide or not to click. In terms of targeting, we may have mentioned that on the first session as well, but you can also reach all users from our network, or go specific by categories, interest, gender, and age. And this is available both on Android and iOS. We also have the conversion optimizer, which is our own algorithm that will optimize the campaigns to best performance to your target cost per install within your daily budget. And this has shown very, very effective because it allows you to focus on your strategy and let the system make most of the optimization. That enables you to have a maximum volume with your target cost per install, and you can still have a really narrow target if you want to. Finally, on YouTube, you can use videos to showcase your app. And we've seen that people who are watching your ad and then installing your app are really engaged because they know about the product and they're very interested in using your app. In terms of targeting, you can target similar users of your targets available on iOS and Android, and you can also select specific channels if you want to reach specific people who have an interest with a YouTube channel. Let's not forget Universal App Campaign, which is a new product that we launched this summer, and this is very simple to implement. It's mainly if you have a lot of campaigns and you don't want to be hassled with the optimization, our system will do everything for you. It will reach every source of inventory from Google. That means google.com for search, Google Play for Android, AdMob for display, apps, mobile sites, and YouTube. You only have to put your app, a couple of lines of text, your YouTube video if you have one, and the system will automatically create ads, do the bidding, distribute the budget across the different networks, and do all the targeting. We've seen that it's been incredibly successful and very easy to implement. Now, there's something very interesting for your users, is that if you have a mobile site that that's been very successful, but you also have an app and you think the app is a priority, we can use remarketing lists from your mobile website to show customized ads to entice your user to download the app. That means it's very simple. You put a tag on the website, and every time you can collect these users, and then you can show them specific ads. That allows you to acquire very qualitative users because they already know your brand, they've been to your website, and that means that they are really interested in using your app. You can also customize because your app might have specific features that your mobile website doesn't have. So that's what you can broadcast. Now let's deep dive in the in-app transaction, which is the main goal of most of the travel advertisers, because you want to acquire a lot of installs and want to get some volume, but you also want users to do more than use your app. You want them, it could be a sign up, it could be to log in with their credentials, or it could be a purchase, booking, or a reservation. So let's see how you can achieve that very easily with Google. So the first thing you have to think about is a strategy. It's 3 easy steps for you to make sure that your user will do more than use your app. The first step is to implement a measurement strategy that will allow you to understand what a user is, what's the value of the users. After you implement the strategy, you have to go through the technical part, which is deep linking. If you're not aware of it, don't worry, I'll explain that later. Once you have all these tools ready, you're ready to run ads across apps, AdMob, and search to get more downloads, to get more actions and a better engagement from the users. The first step is the strategy, the measurement strategy. So you have 2 choices. The first choice is Google Solutions. We have 2 tools that will enable you to measure and to track the in-app conversions and the usage of your app from the users. The Google SDK is an SDK that will allow you to track every in-app event that go post the downloads. That could be a purchase, a sign up, a lead, or the view of a specific page within the app. And that will allow you to build remarketing lists so that you can target them with specific message. Very simple example. You've seen that a user has signed up. You can offer him afterwards, by targeting him, you can offer him a discount. If a user has abandoned his cart, you can also build a marketing list so that he has a specific offer, or he can see that he missed on a great deal. On the other side, to measure, you have the Google Analytics SDK. So that will allow you to see how much your user, how much time your user is spending on your app, where the traffic is coming from, how much money is he spending, how many purchases has he done, and overall, it will allow you to see how much it is worth. And that allows you to build audiences list. They're very, very advanced, and you will have more information tomorrow with my colleague Eileen, who will dedicate a session on the Google Analytics SDK. If you're already using a third party, you should contact your Google representative to see if we're integrated with AdWords. Most of the time it's fine, but just check with them to be sure. You also need to think about the impact of your display ads across all devices. So here's two examples. The first one is web to in-app, and the other one is in-app to web. So web to in-app, your user will click on an ad on his desktop. Then he will buy plane tickets on their iPhone app. What happened is that they saw the ad, they were aware of the website or the specific plane ticket deal on the desktop. Then he may have not time, he may had to check something, so he just downloaded the app and then booked through his phone. That means that even though the click happened on the desktop, the conversion happened on the iPhone app. So you have to realize that the desktop ad had an influence on the purchase. And on the other way around, the user can click on a hotel deal inside a gaming app. He's not going to convert, but then he will book on his tablet later in the evening. That means that you have to make sure that the value of your ads are represented across all devices, because a lot of users, I do have a tablet, a laptop, and a phone, and my consumption will change depending on the time of the day and depending on my behavior. So that's very, very important to know that your user might be on more than one device. You have a lot of metrics. Depending on your format, depending on on the device you're in, a lot of metrics can be relevant. For apps, we have mainly 4 metrics that you have to think about and see how important they are to define the lifetime value of your user. The first one is the customer loyalty. Depends if you want a user to have, you need him to make one purchase or more. The user path, to see how long it takes for him from the first page he sees until the purchase, how often he purchases, and average order value. That, of course, will depend on your business. Once you have all these metrics figured out, you can decide how much a user is valuable, and then you can set up your bid appropriately to see how much my user is worth bidding on. Now the deep linking. So if you're not aware of deep linking, it allows you to direct your user to a specific page within the app. So when you download an app through the Google Play Store, you will end up on the homepage. But with deep linking, it will allow you to bring him to, it could be a specific page where you have a deal, it could be the signing page, it could be the research page, and that is very easy to do. You have to check with your technical team who will implement that. And if you see on the screen, you have an example with Booking.com. So a user is looking for hotels in Cambridge. He already has the app, so he will see this ad with hotels in Cambridge. He will click on it and then go straight to the search page with Cambridge already typed in. That will enable him to make his reservation and look for it and make his reservation way, way better. It allows you to have a frictionless user experience, and it allows you to remarket your user in a very big way. You can have a deep link for every page of the app, or for a specific page, and allow you to customize your ads so that the user is directed to the relevant page. Once everything is ready, you're ready to start doing your marketing. You can do it on AdMob, so that will be on our app network. You can also run search engagement ads, as you've seen earlier with Booking.com, but you also improve your organic search traffic. That means that if your app has deep links, the Google algorithm will see that, and it will display as a search result like a web page. So for example, if you do hotels in Cambridge, you may be able to see this page on the Google search next to the actual page from the mobile site. This is organic, so it's not advertising, but it's something that you can only do with deep linking. So we highly recommend to think about deep linking before you start doing advertising, so that the technical setup is already ready for the campaigns. We also recommend to offer some incentives to the users once they have installed the app. So your user has the app, he's not using it. What can you do to make him use the app? We have 3 top prompts. The first one is exclusive content of bonus. The user has the app, you can offer him something specific. It could be some video, it could be some tips, especially if your app is specific to some country. You can offer some city guides, and you can recreate these lists straight from the Play Store because they're automatically created. You can also offer them some new features. So that would be really relevant for old users of the app. The user hasn't used the app for the last 2 months. You can notify him that you can now you have new features and you want to promote that. You can also offer them discounts or coupons for their next purchase. That could be for people who have abandoned their cart or people who have made their first purchase and you want to offer them a deal. They made flight tickets and you want to offer a hotel deal. You can do that with remarketing very easily. And you can obviously customize this depending on your users. Now, let's talk about some success stories from the travel industry. On App Install, we have Hotel Combine, which is a chain of it's a website that allows you to search different hotels. And they've used Google Search and AdMob, and they use the conversion optimizer to let Google automatically optimize the campaigns. And they've seen an increase of 150% in app downloads between July to August, which is the main period where people are looking for deals because this is the summer, obviously. But they also saw a 20% lower CPA than any other network. And as a result, 40% of their paid downloads are coming from Google. In terms of app engagement, Guabibo, which is a travel site based in India, offer comparison services for hotel, flight, bus, and many more. A user can book reservation using their website, but also on their apps. And the goal was to drive engagement within the app users. So we offer them to implement the Google SDK in order to measure accurately the in-app events, which in this case is the purchase. And they created a custom remarketing list based on the recency of app usage. So they've remarketed people who haven't been using the app for a while with customized message. And the results, the app engagement ads that we launched drove flight and hotel conversion at a great cost efficiency. And they're also tracking sign up, upgrade, and in-app searches to measure the app engagement and to improve the app in general. That's it for me. I hope you enjoyed your session and think travel. Thanks.